Oh my God, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what it is. It's You're Wrong, number 4. And guess what? Hey guys. Hey guys, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. I gotta tell you a secret. Do you know what that secret is? Do you want to know? Do you want to know the secret? I can tell you the secret if you want. The secret is you're wrong. But you saw that coming. Bet you saw that coming, didn't you? Didn't you, lovable little scamps? How's everyone doing? All, how many people? 15? All 15 of you. How you guys doing? Blessed to be a patron. We are blessed to have you as a patron because pretty obviously, if we don't have you guys as patrons, I don't know what we're doing. we're ranting to empty rooms. So I think it's a mutual thing. Perfect timing. I just cooked a big ass steak and got a giant glass of chocolate milk. Oh, I love steak. What kind of steak did you cook? Never took you for a steak glass. I mean, you can, you never know what someone likes, Some people like McDonald's, like that's their favorite day, and like even people with lots of money. Like look at Donald Trump, the guy. Maybe he's not as rich as he says, but he loves McDonald's, loves fast food. Hello, brother of my supreme. Hey, how you doing? New York strip loin, and yes, I am a steak glass. Cool. A lot of people like, they go top dollar. They go, oh, I want a fillet. I think ribeye is probably generally the most flavorful one. But if you want to go you want to have a fillet and everything, then you go with a porterhouse or a T-bone. I finally watched Paddington 2 due to you, and it completely knocked me on me arse. Yeah, it really will. It's a movie that, like, especially if you're a cynical asshole, if you're a little bit jaded and you think, oh, well, this movie won't have that effect on me. It's a kid's movie, right? It's not a big deal. I might enjoy it. I'm not like reticent to say I enjoy that kind of, those kind of films, but it's probably not going to have that effect. But it's a profound film in its own way. Maybe not with so much. I would say it's profound in the sense is not that it's going to like teach you anything, but almost it's like getting in touch with a part of yourself that maybe you're not as in touch with as you thought, which is what Paddington kind of does for the people around him. He kind of puts their lives back in perspective, I would say. Bacon wrapped steak fillet number 1. I never actually went for the bacon wrapped fillets. I don't know what it is. It's because the bacon generally doesn't end up being crispy, and I like crispy bacon. So when I eat a fillet and it's wrapped up in bacon, I generally go at the end. I didn't really like the bacon. I just wanted the beef. Yeah, you gotta watch Paddington. I mean, maybe you might be the person you watch Paddington, and you go, it wasn't really for me. And then that happens. But I hate to do the appeal to popularity, but if you go on Rotten Tomatoes and most rating sites, very highly rated, doesn't mean it's a good movie. But a lot of people watch those movies. I think will be pleasantly surprised. Kaiser, absolve me of my sins. I have yet to become a patron. Through 5 sock accounts. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're a patron. I guess if you're not a patron, whatever. I mean, I'm not the fucking piracy police. I'm not going to be able to stop you. I'm not going to have that illusion. I'm not like a giant movie studio that's going to sue random people because I'm mad. So, guys, of course, I love doing these. I love Am I the Asshole? Unfortunately, Taylor normally is going to be here for these. She likes doing them with me, but she has a cold. And I told her, I was like, as much as I would want you to be a part of the show, you got to get better first. a lot of snot coming out of her nose. I mean, she's getting better, but unfortunately, can't be a part of this one. She's like, you want me to do it? I was like, no, don't do it. Got to recover. Recovery is important. But we got Am I the Asshole? Got some other things planned, but this is probably one of my favorite things to do, surprisingly. I think it's because it's relatable on a personal level. You know, it doesn't really matter how you feel about a lot of the content we do on Pessimist Productions. This one pretty much everyone's got an opinion. So, with that being said, let's jump into this Am I the Asshole? And the first one is Am I the asshole for ruining my sister's engagement because I told her husband the truth? Oh shit. So if we're looking at this sounds like the plot to a romantic comedy, and it kind of is. Uh, I know this because, like I said, Taylor's been sick, and she wanted to watch whatever she wanted. I was like, okay. I mean, I generally watch whatever Taylor wants because, look, I'm a movie buff. I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of TV shows. Taylor, not so much. She likes to live in the real world, which I don't blame her for. But she's not into as many genres of movies. Like I can watch horror, I can watch comedy, I can watch action, I can watch whatever. But we actually recently, like just last night, watched the movie 27 Dresses. I mean, shocking. I've never seen it. It's a romantic comedy. And this actually happens in that movie. They have a scene where there's a sister throughout the movie that is put on this act for this guy. And then at, I think it's like her engagement dinner, it's revealed. Oh, it's revealed the truth about her. She's been lying. Her husband doesn't even know her. So, oh, sorry guys, obligatory. Got to puff on this. I am not close to my sister at all. I am 25F. What is this 25F? I am 25 female in school, working, living on my own. I have not talked to Kitty. That's a strange name. That's actually your name. I'm assuming it's a nickname though. 28 female in 7 years. Exactly 7 years? Because you haven't talked to someone in 7 years. I mean, they don't really matter to you. Let's just be honest. You haven't talked to somebody in 7 fucking years. How much do you actually matter to that person? Or do they matter to you? I mean, in my estimation, not very much. But you never know. There could be rare circumstances where people just don't talk and they can reconnect. But I'm assuming, especially because they're saying sister, not very much. We have chatted, but this is only to make my mom happy. So it's like, look, we'll play nice for our mom. It's only about TV shows in Kitty's life. I don't tell her anything about my own, and my parents know not to share anything with her. Ooh, okay. So there's some trust issues here. I have been late, in quotations, to every holiday, so that Kitty will be gone by then. Okay, so there's an active avoidance going on here. I don't have her on social media. She's muted on my phone, and she has never met my new partner, Kylie. Okay. Plot thickens. My mom begged me to come to a family dinner because Kitty is engaged, and they want to talk about the wedding. Okay, let's hear about this wedding. I agreed to go on the condition that Kitty call me by my preferred name. My full name is Thomasina, and I go by Macy or Mazzy. I don't know. Kitty insisted for years on calling me Tommy. Hey, Tommy, come here, which I hated with a passion. Mom said they would have a chat, and I went. Oh, oh man, this is much like a romantic comedy. The plot to this is being heavily telegraphed here. Things were going really well until we went out to the bonfire pit. Mom went inside to get dessert, and Dad said he needed to hit the hay. I end up thinking, foolishly, that maybe Kitty had matured. Brad, 30 male, seemed really nice. Brad asked why I hadn't invited Kyle to the meal, as he said he would love to meet him. Oh, okay. Where's Kyle? I'd love to meet Kyle. Is Kyle coming to the meal? That's kind of strange. Kyle wasn't here, huh? I asked if he meant Kylie, my girlfriend. He looked really confused and said he must have misheard. When Kitty went inside to get another beer, drinking, he asked me if I ever dated someone named Kyle. I said no. I dated women exclusively. Ooh, so this is really fucked up, but we'll finish it up. He then asked a few more questions about my life, and it became really obvious that he thought I was close with Kitty when I was not. I was honest with him and said I had not really spoken with her in 7 years. We were not close. She's not on my social media, and I am not going to the wedding. My mom had asked me to come. I said I should probably head home. Brad asked if I lived local. I said yes. I live down the road. So very vague. I live down the road. You know, down the road. You know how that is. He got up, went inside, and got into a screaming match with Kitty about her lying to him. They left pretty quickly. Yeah, they left pretty quickly. I found out from my mom that Brad had asked for them to go to therapy, and he thinks Kitty is a liar or cheating. Am I the asshole? What a meandering fucking tale. I'm really not a fan too much of this one. I don't really see how this person would be the asshole though. I mean, they really didn't do much besides not have a relationship with their sister. But you don't have to. Once you grow up, once you're at a certain age, you don't have to be involved with family life. You don't want that. And a lot of people don't. They don't like their families. Their families are assholes. You know, they have a lot of asshole family members. They might have a relationship with some people in their family, but they might not have a relationship with everyone in their family necessarily. So I don't even get what happened. Um, yeah. Well, the best way I think to summarize it is she's a lesbian. And they had to basically like her and her sister have not gotten along for several years. So they said that her mom is kind of like, let's get everyone together, let's get the family together. I think her mom has this fantasy that it's going to be like when they were kids. So the mom is living in the past. Hopefully they can. There's some way to bridge the gap between the two sisters. Hey Andrew, how's it going, man? So they're trying to bridge this gap, and it seems like her sister has not been honest about her lifestyle, and is like, "Oh, where's Kyle? Your boyfriend?" And it's like, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't even date men, so I don't know how that's going to happen. And then, of course, he feels deceived because he is. And it's like, am I the asshole? Like, this really isn't, am I the asshole? So I don't know why this one got so many upvotes because, I mean, it does has 8,000. Let's read some of the comments here. I always like to see what the people of Reddit have said. They've deemed this person not the asshole, by the way. I want to view the entire discussion. Not the asshole. Looks like their kitty is homophobic and embarrassed to have a lesbian sister, or or there is indeed a Kyle she is cheating on Brad with and was using it as a convenient prop for her lies. Maybe both. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say that she's the asshole though. But I don't know how like see this is where it gets confusing. How does it ruin the engagement because they need to go to therapy? This is just a very confused am I the asshole? So I'm gonna go with everyone's the asshole here, mainly because not because she actually did anything wrong, because the story she told just doesn't really make a whole lot of fucking sense. So I'm gonna say everyone here is the asshole, based solely on the fact that I don't really get why you'd even ask the question there. Like I'm not seeing how you would even think or even approach that you would be an asshole in that scenario. Am I the asshole for taking my wife's side after she screamed and cursed at my mother? So the sister is completely lying about the poster being a lesbian. Maybe it's possible. Like I said, we only get one version of events, so it's really hard to know. I thought there's more to be told bubbling underneath with that one. Yeah, I think so. Sometimes look, not everyone's a great storyteller, so a lot of times context I think that could make the story clearer is usually omitted for whatever reason. Just it could just be like you didn't think about it. And anywhere from that to you're intentionally omitting information to make yourself look better. But like I said, I take these tales with a giant grain of Paul. So Emma the asshole for taking my wife's side after she screamed and cursed at my mother. Oh, you gotta defend your mom, right? Well, I guess it depends on your mom. I guess it depends on the circumstances. On mobile, throwaway, blah 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 blah. And they edited the stories because I mean, so a lot of these don't go anywhere, but this one blew up. This is from 6 days ago. I, 33 male, am married to my wonderful wife, Melody, 29 female. Is she really wonderful, though? Is she actually wonderful? I don't know. I feel like this just off the bat is a really difficult situation to be in. I mean, even if you like, if you all have a decent mom, to have like someone you obviously care for very deeply, like your wife or your husband or your partner, whoever, and then your mom get into a fucking confrontation because it's like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like nobody's really going to win with that in the long run. So I'm married to my wonderful wife, Melody. She's currently pregnant with our first child together. Oh shit. It's serious. It's serious, serious. I have a 6-year-old daughter, Tina, whose mother and I split 50-50 custody with. So I know for the most part what Melody needs in order to feel supported while she cares for our child, or carries our child, excuse me. I have been spending lots of time making sure she's comfortable and taking on more of the load at home so she's not doing too much. This is her first child after all, and obviously a lot for her physically and emotionally. Well, that's good. I mean, you probably should do this thing. It is very difficult to go through that. My mother and Melanie don't get along too well. Mom didn't like my ex either. We broke up because we were headed on different paths, not because of my mother. There's no bad blood. So, right off the bat, they have a shitty relationship. Saying you don't get along too well, I mean, that just means you have a shitty relationship. Saying something like that to me is almost euphemistic, where it's like they don't get along too well. Like these people don't like each other. So I think she just doesn't like her because she's dating me for whatever reason. It's weird. Some parents aren't. It could be she's not able to let go of those sort of like parental feelings, and no one's going to be good enough for her son. Could be something like that. She's very nitpicky about Melody, how much she does around the house. Ooh, how emotional she is. Melody already cries very easily, and being pregnant has made her even more sensitive, which is fine. So he's very supportive of her, which is good. The fact that she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, it just seems like nothing Melody does is okay. I do ever stand up for her and do not just allow my mom to talk down to her. Hmm. So trouble's already brewing here. It's like this obviously is always bubbling underneath the surface. So see, this is a better one because we're getting more context here. Like the last one, we didn't kind of establish the relationship. And the relationship between these two, I guess we did in a sense, but I feel like this is clearer to me. They don't really get along. They don't see eye to eye. The mom is the mom of like, oh, Melody just can't do anything right. If fucking Melanie Melody wins the lottery, the mom is gonna fucking bitch about the amount of tax that's taken out of it. Today, before picking up my daughter from summer camp, Melody went to 3 different grocery stores to find rotisserie chicken. Oh, damn, dude. That kind of sucks if you really want one of those things and you cannot find one. She's been talking about it since last night and really wanted one. LOL. What is this LOL? Laughing out loud. Why do you want one so badly? It is delicious though. I do love rotisserie chicken. I can't lie. The chickens are almost certainly tortured. She sent me picture messages documenting her quest for the chicken and finally found it. My girl was happy. They're almost getting too much goddamn detail. Rotisserie chicken is well, we're gonna learn about their preference for rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken is also kind of a comfort food for her, like spaghetti, because her mom used to make one of those when she was having a lazy day and didn't feel like cooking. They mean she actually made a rotisserie chicken or she bought one? Because I've definitely done the lazy day and I bought a rotisserie chicken, but I'm usually not roasting the fucking bitch myself. So let's just put it that way. She was planning on serving that with some other basic sides for dinner. Perfectly fine by me. I mean, it sounds like she probably just they meant they just bought one. My mom came by to see Tina and started telling Melody the chicken is bad for her. She should not be eating that pregnant. What the? It's fucking chicken. I mean, like, I guess rotisserie chicken's not the most healthy food you can eat, but it's Melody's body. If she wants to eat rotisserie chicken, that seems like her business. Doesn't seem like anyone else's business, including her husband, to be like, whatever someone wants to eat, unless they want to eat something dangerous, like, hey, I want to eat some arsenic trioxide. It's like, well, wait a minute. I want to drink a gallon of bleach. Hey, I want to eat some Tide Pods. Don't do that. But as long as people want to eat edible food, that's none of my business what they eat or what their diet is. Unless it's literally gonna kill them or it's totally unhealthy for that person. Let's see. Melody said it's fine. She usually eats healthy and just wants this one thing she's craving. That seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, I totally agree here. Rotisserie chicken, that's a total nitpick. Mom was born. Well, they don't get along. So any perceived thing where she can insert her 2 cents in, she's going to do it. That's pretty clearly the case. Let's see where we were. Yeah, she usually eats healthy. The mom, oh, it's so unhealthy. It was and said she needs something else to eat. Oh, I've got to eat something else. Melody said no. Went to the backyard to FaceTime her family out of state. When she came back, my mom had thrown out the food and ordered takeout, a salad for Melody, and pizza for everyone else. No. I mean, do you even need to ask if someone's the asshole at this point? Like, she literally threw out the fucking food that you made and bought and ordered takeout and got her a fucking salad and pizza. I mean, you can't fucking do that, dude. Nowhere in anyone's mind is like, this is okay. You know you're being a fucking prick at that point. You fucking know you're being a prick. Let's see what Andrew has to say here. He says, yeah, it can be healthy, especially if you just eat the white meat. Dude, the skin's the best part, though. I mean, you're probably right, but the skin is the best fucking part of rotisserie chicken. Melody asked where the chicken was. I mean, a logical question. Like, where the hell was the chicken that we just bought, or I just bought? I mean, having gone to 3 different stores while she's pregnant, no less. She's fucking pregnant. Come on. And my mother told her she needs to start being a responsible mother and eat correctly for the baby. Melody screamed, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you always such a bitch to me?" Ooh, that's some hormones flying right there. But it is a valid question. It is a valid question. If someone fucks with your food, dude, to me, there's not many things to do that you can do to a stranger or anyone else to fuck with them more than fucking with their food. She then started crying and called me home. I came back and asked my mother to leave after hearing her story, and said she's not to come back until she apologizes for how she treated Melody. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. It's like, hey, don't come back here until you treat my wife right. I mean, they're married, for fuck's sake. My mom went on about how I'm choosing another woman over her, but I just think it's enough is enough. And Melody reached her limit. Well, of course. I mean, yeah, you're not choosing. See, that is a very manipulative mom. That is just classic manipulation, classic controlling parent. You're choosing her over me. It's like, well, they're married. I mean, yeah, you're his mom, but I'm sure he's really grateful to you. But at the end of the day, like, he's grown up, and this is who he's chosen to be with. It doesn't mean you can't be his mom anymore. It means you need to respect that person. If you don't have a baseline of fucking respect for them, then yeah, you can't come around because how's it supposed to work for him? She apologized to me for blowing up when Tina was in the house, but I told her it's okay. Things happen. Tina's okay. And I went to find her another chicken, but before the store closed. So now this fucking dude's got to go out and get another fucking chicken. That's fucked up, dude, man. Like, see, that's where it really pisses me off because I can imagine that's like having to go, like, your wife already does it. You go out, do all that shit. Your mom shows up, throws all the fucking food out, and now you have to go on a fucking quest to find another goddamn chicken. And maybe you don't even fucking find one. What if it's Sunday night? What if you can't find another fucking chicken? Then you feel like a real asshole and you wasted your fucking time. I throw out food my ex roommate's girlfriend made and stayed hungry because if I order something, I would be an a hole. Okay. Poor Melody, man. I would snap too at her. Oh shit. I don't know if I'm speaking the truth, but I'm speaking my truth. How about that? Tina's okay. My dad thinks I'm right for taking Melody's side, but my brother thinks I should always defend my mom. No, you shouldn't. What if your mom is like, the Holocaust was great? Like, wait a minute. Like, there's like certain things that you could say or your mom could do. Like, I think you should abuse your child. Like, you shouldn't always defend somebody. It doesn't matter who they are. Am I the asshole? I mean, my opinion, no. I mean, fuck no. Not even fucking close. This is like one of the easiest ones you'll ever read. Like, the mom came in, the mom did all this shit. The mom went over to their house, treated his wife like shit, lectured her about what she should and shouldn't eat, and then threw the food out. I mean, it's clear cut, but there's some edits here, so we'll get a little deeper into it. Okay, not to be that guy, but you're not expected, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't care about that. Number one, Mom claimed it was the seasonings and fat and grease that made the chicken bad for her. It's all BS, but that's what she claimed. Yeah, it's just a control thing. She doesn't really care what the fucking rotisserie chicken is high in fat, but I mean, yet again, it doesn't matter. It's her life. She wants to eat shit that's fattening. What are you gonna do? Stand over her like a fucking like Big Brother and watch everything she eats and knock it out of her fucking hand? I do plan on sitting down with both my parents and my brother. With my mom, all of you mentioned emotional incest. That is really weird. I don't really think it's that so much as controlling, but I don't know. People on the internet get weird. I'll talk to my dad first, then have a family meeting. So I sound like the dad is like the reasonable one. You know what I mean? That's what it definitely sounds like. Sounds like the dad is like the peacemaker. He sounds like he's like the one trying to balance all these different interests out. Let's see. A lot of you asked why I would still want my mom around. And honestly, maybe I'm just weak, but that's my mother. However, if she cannot learn to change, respect my family, then she will have to go. Uh, not NC. I don't know what that means. It is hard, but it is what it is. Melody doesn't want to completely cut her out. She just wants her to change as well. I'll protect Melody at all costs. If that means cutting off my mom, then so be it. Um, yeah, there's a knee-jerk reaction for people on the internet where if there's a confrontation between two people, like family members, especially or spouses, or boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, whatever you fucking identify as, however you fucking classify your relationship with other people. That if one party does something wrong or bad, like they're wrong, cut them off. Never see them again. That's the end. Which to me is a knee jerk reaction. I mean, what her mom did was wrong, but yeah, people can change, right? You have to believe, we have to believe people can change. You have to give people a second chance. Now, it sounds like they've had a lot of friction in their relationship before. So, maybe it's less likely the mom will change, but you have to really confront someone. You have to really explain to them the consequences of not changing and fully advise them of like, look, we can't fucking do that. You could not fucking do that shit, dude. You cannot fucking come in my home. You cannot cause fucking mayhem. You can't fucking fight with my wife. We all need to get along. If you can't get along, then I don't need the stress. Let's see. I think you need the psychiatrist couch, perhaps a log fire in the background. I think you're right. If you're pregnant, you need the calories anyways. True, true, true. Even if she was Melody's mom, that would have been over the line. I completely agree. Emotional incest. I think they're basically saying like she has a weird, fast, like creepy, sort of controlling fascination with her son. Maybe not like a physical one, but like just too domineering. In the set where like it becomes like an incestual thing. Like no one's good enough for her son except her. I think that's what they're implying there. She's not necking vodka and cornflakes. So mama needs to relax a lot. Right. It's like, it's one thing if she's like doing a bump. It's like, hey, ma, hey, ma, hey, mom, want to do a line with me? It's like, are you fucking pregnant? You don't want some waterheads, do you? Some people ask about our culture. We are all Black Americans. I think it's more of a mom son thing than a cultural thing. I mean, yeah, I would always assume that. It doesn't matter what your race is, really. Not sure to update. Someone please comment and let me know. But I'll update after I speak to my dad and have the family meeting. Lots of you recommended just no mother-in-law raised by a narcissist. I think those are page names. I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, raised by a narcissist. I mean, I think almost everyone's raised by a narcissist, if we're being honest. Melody's pregnancy is going smoothly for the most part. Okay, just I mean, hopefully that works out for you guys. But oh man, what a fucking doozy that one was. Yeah, but overall, I mean, definitely not the asshole. You gotta defend people, especially you gotta defend someone who you're spending your life with, having a child with. Your mom doesn't get to come in and fucking wreck your life, and doesn't get to come in and fucking domineer and dominate like that. You have to set the boundary, and this guy did it. I mean, completely correctly. He set a boundary and was like, "No, you're not gonna fucking do this. This isn't allowed. Just because you're my mom doesn't mean you get to do whatever the fuck you want. I didn't write you a blank check to be a fucking asshole." You know. Let's see. Let's go on to let's go on to the next one. Next one. Oh, I just went, I did the wrong fucking tab. Wrong screen. I can't see the mouse. There it is. No, I don't want to do it on that screen. I want to do it on this screen. What's going on here? So this person has been deemed the asshole. So that's gonna color that might color your opinion of it. But I don't always necessarily agree with people on Reddit. Sometimes I do. I think oftentimes I do. There's a wisdom to the mob. I just have some wisdom. Am I the asshole? I told my daughter she can live with me with this condition. Oh shit, what's the condition? See, that's what it always depends on, right? What is the condition? If the condition is like, do good in school, clean your room. I mean, that's, like, don't do drugs, that kind of shit. I mean, whatever. I can see the value of having some rules, right? I mean, I think everyone can, but it depends on the condition. No, it is rated asshole, so I'm guessing maybe the condition is ridiculous. I know, of course, I could just read it, but I mean, it's fun to speculate. Of course, I want to fucking uh imbibe some of this. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. The Cough Cast with Scotty. I, 34, male, had a child 10 years ago, Nova 10. If the name of the kid's name is actually Nova, that's pretty cool. That's a cool name. It makes me think of poor little Nova, TJ's bearded dragon that was unfortunately killed by his evil ass cat Cornelius. We all love Cornelius, but he's a little shit. Anyways, I was a terrible person back then. Ooh, maybe still a terrible person, but who knows? I didn't stay in her life, and I deeply regret it. Okay, yeah, you're pretty much a terrible person. Um, and I guess maybe that might seem harsh, but to me personally, I think that if you have a child, regardless of whether you wanted to or not, you should make an effort. That's my personal opinion. Only that's some crazy opinion or anything, but maybe it's too much of a fuck up. Maybe it was for the best. I don't know. But he deeply regrets it. So hey, there's always that. But regret, no, doesn't really add up to a whole lot. A few months ago, I contacted her mom to see if I can see my child. She happily agreed to co-parent with me and seemed relieved, which was understandable considering she had 4 other kids. Oh shit. So sounds like two parties not making great decisions in life. All younger than Nova. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I can see why she'd be happy. She's probably doing a lot. 4 kids is a lot. Oh, so there's 5 kids at least in this equation. So yeah. Hey, you want some help? Yes, please give me some fucking help. Nova was a bit distant at first. Well, yeah. I mean, she doesn't really know you. Of course, she's gonna be fucking distant from you. Like, there's no real fucking frame of reference with you as being a dad. It's like you're really at that point a stranger. But we're now doing better. She's generally a very good kid, but something I realized about her is that no punishment seems to work on her, and she can also be very disrespectful at times. Okay, dude, let me explain something to you. That's kids in general. If you've know anything about kids, yeah, like no punishment. You gotta take a time out. They're kids. Like it's only gonna do. There's only so much you can do to steer the ship. Being very disrespectful. They're kids yet again. So she's like 10. What the fuck do you expect? An adult? If you're expecting an adult, you're expecting the wrong fucking thing. This person is 10 years old. You have a wealth of life experience and maturity to draw on. She doesn't. So you have to cut her some fucking slack, especially seeing as you're the guy that fucking left her 10 years ago. So really, you should be doing everything you can to get in her good graces and also be understanding that, hey, I don't have a right to fucking lay down these rules until we establish an actual relationship, which means you shouldn't be looking to punish. That shouldn't be the first thing you're doing. You shouldn't be looking to fucking punish somebody because you don't have any positive memories yet. You have, hey, this is your dad that you haven't seen for 10 fucking years. Here you go. That's pretty jarring from anyone's perspective, especially a 10-year-old. So just a total lack of fucking empathy. on his part, which is why I'm seeing why the asshole rating is there. What's that, Andrew? Let me see what you had to say. Initially, that was a story about an adult female. Yeah, he shouldn't be making conditions if his kids are 10 and under. Well, it's not about making conditions so much, but he should be trying to forge a real relationship first before he's thinking about, oh, you said just a snippy thing to me. Like that's how kids do that for the most part. And there's some kids that don't, that they just don't want to. I've run plenty of kids, and plenty of kids act that way. They say disrespectful things, and you just correct them. You just say like, "That's how you shouldn't talk to people." And you might think, "Oh, they're not going to get the picture because they keep doing it," but it's a lifelong thing. You sometimes interact with people and you say things disrespectfully, or how people perceive it that way. I mean, people, can very easily take something that's totally innocuous and interpret it as disrespect, even if it's not. So maybe not, but he interprets it that way. If I go tell her to do something as a punishment, she won't do it, or I ground her, she will just leave without my permission. Yeah, because there's not a basis of you being her dad. If she truly saw you as her dad, she would probably be more inclined to do what you're asking. But she knows if she just fucks up, she can just go, okay, I'll go home. Uh, so she doesn't recognize your authority as a parent, and just trying to use more authority, it's not going to work. It's just not going to. That's not the way that you're going to make a connection with the child. I asked her mom how she punishes her, and she says she has never punished her before. Ooh. Okay, that's definitely a problem. Because everyone needs boundaries, right? It doesn't mean you have to be, horrible and beat the kid or whatever, but hey, you have to do a timeout. But if the mom sounds like basically her style is she's a very permissive parent. And some parents are like that. They don't want to punish their kids. Usually they were punished a lot as a kid or had very strict parents. So the way they deal with that is by saying, I'm not going to do that to my kids at all. I'm gonna let my kids pretty much do whatever they want. I mean, with very few exceptions. Obviously, maybe if the child's going to be hurt or something, she'll intervene. But for the most part, she doesn't really punish, or that's not how she wants to raise her children. Which I mean, that's up to her. I mean, personally, if you don't, I don't think if you set good boundaries with people, or especially with kids, you're going to have issues later on. But hey, I mean, everyone's going to live their life how they're going to live it. What I've heard from Nova is that it seems like she would just cuss her out and yell at her, and I don't think that's excuse me. I don't think there's are good punishments for a kid. Yeah, I agree. Cussing her out and yelling at her that's not really a punishment. That's just subjecting her to like verbal abuse. I'm not saying just because someone yells automatically it's that, but it's like, you little stupid motherfucker, you need to listen and you need to blah blah blah. It's like you're not really explaining what you want the kid to do at that point. You're venting at the kid and you're angry. So if you want someone to do something, you have to make your expectation clear and what you expect of them. If they don't know what you want them to do, especially a child who doesn't have the reasoning skills of an adult, you're just gonna it's a recipe for disaster. It's not going to work. 2 nights ago, Nova asked me if she can live with me from now on. I told her I love it, but she can live with me on one condition. She has to follow my rules and be respectful. Okay. On the face of that, that seems pretty normal. She didn't say anything after that. After she went back to her mom's home, my mom, who was there when Nova asked me this, told me I was an asshole because, quote, if a kid is asking her deadbeat dad to take her in, there must be something very wrong. So don't make conditions for her. Just say yes and take her in. Okay, well, that's an emotional reaction. And it makes sense. It makes sense why someone would feel that way because she, as a grandmother, probably desperately wants to have a relationship with the grandchild because she's been deprived of it because her son basically is a deadbeat dad. He's like, I mean, if that's her way to, if his mom's describing it that way, I'm assuming there's probably some truth to that. And by his own admission, I think that's a fair statement to say. So she's just like, say fucking yes. Let's get this goddamn kid in our life because I want to have this grandchild in my life. So I don't care what the condition is. Was I really wrong to have this condition? I can't be a parent if she doesn't listen to me, but now both my mom and daughter refuse to talk to me. Oh God. Oh God. Let's see. Her mom will likely have no problem with this. She seems too busy with other kids, and I think she would just like being the weekends. So basically, like the mom's like, yeah, just fucking take her. Edit. I took Nova out for an ice cream and asked her why she wants to live with me. She said, I don't want to live with you anymore. You're just gonna send me back anyway. I apologized to her and told her I would never send her back. I'd be very happy if she lived with me. I just want to know the reason. After talking for a while, she said, I just want to sleep. Turns out she started coming to my home. Her mom gave her bedroom to her younger sisters. One of them is a baby, and they cry all night and keep her awake. I told her I will talk to mom and she will stay with me from now on, and that we're gonna have some rules, and I expect her to follow them. But even if she doesn't, I will still love her and I won't leave her again. She's gonna try, but I won't. She won't promise. Apparently annoying me because apparently annoying me is very fun. I called her mom. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We get the gist of it. Ah, I mean, it sounds like he resolved it, but I don't think he's the asshole. I think honestly, this is a case of Reddit being completely fucking wrong. Now I think why people are saying he's the asshole is because of what he did and who he is and his background. But if we evaluate it as fair as we can, he does want a relationship with the child now. Did he make mistakes before? Yeah, he clearly did. But now he's like, come live with me. I mean, clearly she's basically being forced to live like it's not like his daughter is basically like given the treatment of like you gotta sleep on a couch, you gotta live on a couch. The baby gets your bedroom, and she's like, "Well, I'm not a fan of that." So really, this guy should be viewing this as a great opportunity to really reconnect with his daughter and form any sort of connection. He's obviously trying a little too hard, but he obviously, yeah. So I mean, but the thing is here, it's like people were saying he's an asshole. Like I don't really get why he's an asshole. It's like his rules. It wasn't crazy. It was like follow my rules and be respectful. And it was like, no, oh dear God, why? I think it's a bunch of teenagers, dude. I think it's a bunch of people who are dealing with parents are too strict. They're going like, and obviously, this guy's not perfect. He's not a fucking saint. But you have to have some ability to have compassion and forgiveness for people because if we don't, then anyone who's ever done anything bad can never be forgiven for anything. So I'd always err on the side of having empathy for people, especially if you're trying. I mean, he's made a mistake for 10 years and now he's trying to fix it. That's a lot better than never fixing it. Because a lot of people do that. I've heard plenty. I mean, I know plenty of people, I'm sure you guys did growing up too, that uh it's like, oh, you go there like, oh, where's your dad or where's your mom? And it's like I don't have a mom or dad. Like, well, they do, but they're not in my life. Uncle Scotty, come down to your dear Uncle Scotty's house. Sit on my lap, kitty. Now, tell me why you did not have a relationship with your daughter for 10 years? I was too busy smoking crack. Now, are you off crack now? Because we can't allow a child to go to your home if you're on crack. I mean, this is a fucking true statement here. Let me go fucking highlight this comment. It's done, dude. It is fucking done. Let's go to our next one. But yeah, Reddit's wrong again. Just because someone's an asshole before doesn't mean they're just a permanent asshole. Like you're evaluating them based on the contextual situation that's explained to us. They're right. Now, obviously, that's their version of events. We don't know the full story, but we seldom do know all that. Am I asked over telling my mom to remove slash change a tattoo? I am a 17, female to male. I am trans and came out to my family a few months ago. All in all, everyone has been supportive. Although I believe my mom was a tiny bit bummed. This yet again, by the way, guys, an asshole. This is Reddit has said asshole. See, I'm always I always like to pull the asshole ones because I'm always skeptical if Reddit was right. I'm always skeptical of any of these ratings because the reason sometimes it's puddle deep. They don't actually really look into the full story that people are telling here. It's like they're just going, "Oh, whatever. Okay, asshole," or "Okay, not an asshole." Although my mom was so the mom is a little disappointed. There's a sense of disappointment that obviously her daughter wants to transition to a male, wants to identify as a male and live as a male. She said she would always support me though, which that's good. I mean, you definitely want someone to be supportive. I mean, even if they personally don't agree with it, it's still good to be supportive of other people's decisions and respecting them. She said she just needs time to process all of this. I mean, that's understandable. I bought chocolate ice cream. My husband told me he didn't like the flavor. Yeah, there's people like that. So she's trying to process all of this. Okay, as long as she's being respectful of the decision, I mean, sure. Which is honestly painful. I'm sure it could be, but you have to respect other people can have different feelings. And obviously, I'm sure they wanted he wanted his family to be happy, but you're not always going to get that reaction. But not the reason I'm here. So that's not really an issue. It's on the table. The issue is this tattoo. My mom got a tattoo with my sister's name and my dead name after I was born. Okay, well, it was shortly after you were born, so I guess we can see why that happened. It wasn't anything recent. It's a huge tattoo with a unique design that incorporates her and my dead name. It covers most of her arm, which she is really proud of because my older sister designed it and gifted it to her for her birthday. Obviously, constantly seeing my dead name is kind of triggering to me. Therefore, I told her she needs to remove it. Ooh. Okay. I can understand that, but it's kind of like here's how I would see this. Like it's like the movie Juno, right? Ellen Page was in Juno. Obviously, she transitioned. She goes by Elliot Page now. Or he goes by Elliot Page, excuse me. Is it is it triggering to have that out there? It probably could be. Is it something that you would not necessarily want to see? Sure, but it's a movie that was made. So something that happened before, especially before your feelings are ever known on this issue, it's really hard to go to someone and say, "Hey, you should remove this." It's like and I get the perspective, but it's also not really easy to remove a tattoo either. I mean, there could be cover ups. So a cover up would probably be easier than simply changing it in the tattoo, and maybe that's something that can be talked about. But it's also a really big ask of somebody, especially when something changed in your life. I mean, it changed in their life as well, but it's really hard to do something like permanent. It's not like it's like, hey, you're addressing me in a way I don't like. That's not the name I want to use anymore. I want to use this name. Like that's more understandable to say, hey, I want you to change that. I want you to respect this change I've made in my life. Um, but something permanent like a tattoo, that's really difficult to change. She seemed shocked and told me she's too old for longer tattoo sessions. I mean, if it's a large tattoo, it could be 6 to 12 hours to cover that up, or it's multiple sessions, which is very expensive to get it removed. She hasn't got a tattoo in years because of that. She was diagnosed with depression and such, and uses it as an excuse for not having the energy to change it anymore. I don't really believe her, but whatever. That's kind of immaterial. And also, why would you, someone who's going through something as difficult as being trans, be dismissive of someone who says they have depression? Like, are you qualified to say she doesn't have depression? I mean, seeing you're 17 years old, I don't think so. So you can't really say, "Hey, the stuff you're going through in your life and your experience is irrelevant because of what's going on with my experience." That's not fair to anybody. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to her, most of all. Someone said they have depression. Yes, could they be lying? Sure. But we have to give someone, especially someone in our life that's like your mom, I would say you give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't just say, "Oh, well, it's bullshit. You just don't want to do it." Let's see where we're at. Now she often is trying to cover it up with clothes, but I feel like it's not enough. So it's not like the mom is making an effort. You just want it to be a permanent change, and she doesn't want to do with that. Just the knowledge of that name is still there. It haunts me. I mean, your past is your past. That's immutable. It's not changeable. You can't change what has already happened. So I mean, while there's trauma there, I mean that's some issue you really need to go to a psychiatrist or psychologist more than blame your mom for it. But she refused to change it. We've had a lot of fights because of it, and she said that she is really trying to hide it. It's a part of her body that she's in love with because so much history and love for her children that tattoo. I can't really relate because I don't have any particular significant tattoos. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, there isn't. So you don't really get it. Well, my birthday was a few days ago, and some family came over. The issue came up because my cousin was showing off her new tattoo, and someone asked about the dead name tattoo. My mom got uncomfortably silent and excused herself and went to the kitchen. So everyone started asking me what that was about, and I told them I wanted her to remove the tattoo, but she doesn't want to. My sister also doesn't want her to because she believes it would look really awful since the entire design is attached to the names, and the only way to cover it would be just to make her entire arm black. I mean, maybe it's not the only way, but sounds like it'd be pretty difficult to change. Anyways, I didn't plan for that reaction, but my cousin, who can relate a bit because she's queer, for some reason got furious and went after my mom and screamed at her for being so unsupportive and accused her of being transphobic, which I don't believe, although it was nice to see her get angry about the tattoos because my cousin was finally saying some things I was feeling, but I didn't want to put into words. My mom then had a panic attack and left the house. She's now staying with my grandpa, and my dad and my sister are angry at me for making some of the family gang up on her. Am I the asshole? Um, yes. Oh my God, you are. You're 100% the asshole. And so is your cousin. Just because someone doesn't want or is not able to change a tattoo that dead names you does not make them a bad person. It does not make them transphobic. Transphobic would be if they didn't accept you for who you were or judged you based on those characteristics and said, no, you're not going to be a real man. You're always going to be a woman. How dare you? It seemed like the mom just wasn't willing to go far enough to please you. And because she wasn't, you then have made it this big divide and issue in your family to the point of like you guys can't even have a family gathering without you basically shitting all over your mom for not just doing exactly what you want. How would you feel if the tables were turned and your mom said, "You're not allowed to transition. You're only 17 years old. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. I should, I'm still your legal guardian. How dare you? You can't do that." You would hate it. You would absolutely fucking despise them for that. So this person just is showing, I mean, he's just showing a lack of empathy and a lack of understanding about something that's not easily changed. If it was an easy thing to change, like address me this way, this pronoun, this thing, that'd be one thing. But having a giant fucking tattoo is not something you just go like, what do you want? What do you want your mom to do? Just cut the fucking thing off and then you'll feel better? That's not what the issue is. There's a lot more going on here. This person really needs to go to a psychiatrist or psychologist. They really need, to deal with this issue. And I mean, it sounds like it's tearing their fucking family apart. And over a tattoo, I think as long as, I mean, especially with the mom trying to cover it up, you can't fucking do that shit. You can't fucking be so uncharitable to somebody, and it seems like there's just a lot of just personal frustration with that. Here's some comment. As a trailer, I said, let this one slide. It's not like you got the tattoo after you came out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that'd be different if it was like, no, here's your dead name. Fuck you. Like, then I'd be like, wow, what a piece of shit. It's like 20 years ago or 10 years ago. It's like, it's a different fucking story. The tattoo carries all what mother's memories of them as a baby. It's sentimental, and a good compromise would be to get a tattoo of their new name. Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's no malice. Exactly. There's not like there was like, how can you fortune tell and know that about somebody? Like, you don't know that. There's no way to know if someone's going to be trans or going to be whatever. You just don't know. I'm sure mom sees it as kind of a memento of bygone times. It would be nice of her to remove it, but I don't think she's obligated. We're in a long, so it would be a reasonable compromise, in my opinion. Okay. Sky's level of empathy and comprehension, problem solving skills that surpasses many psychiatrists. I wouldn't go that far. I'm diagnosed with autism, so I know what I'm saying, kind of. I do appreciate it's very nice, but I don't think I surpass a, an actual trained psychiatrist. I don't think like I did 20 years ago. I'm fine with images of me that what I was. They still seem to accept me, accept you in your new life. Celebrate that. That's kind of how I feel too. This person should be lucky they have a mom who's supportive of them being trans to begin with. Expecting to remove the tattoo is just reaching. It does feel that way. I understand that people want to be called by their new name when they transition, of course. But some people act like their previous name is a slur against them or something. Yeah, that does happen. And I mean, look, I think everyone should just make their best effort to make that person feel as accepted as possible. But I mean, obviously, no one's perfect. For someone to remove a tattoo or get a tattoo is insane. I have to agree with you there. I am a trans mask too. If I'm as a trans mask, I'm sorry, or masculine too. And yep, this person is definitely the asshole. He just sounds so ungrateful that his mom is making an effort to be supportive. I didn't end up so lucky. Honestly, this is infuriating. I'm sure from your perspective, it definitely is. Especially if it sounds like your family was not accepting of that. So yeah, I mean that's very difficult. I mean, it's a very difficult thing all around. I think just there's a lot of emotions wrapped up in things like that. Especially the stuff we have going on in the world, laws being passed, discriminatory things, people being killed. There's a lot of negativity around this issue. So I think it's understandable that people can get upset about it, but at the same time, like this is one of those cases where it's like you can't really fault the person for having the dead name on them. This is by no fault of their own, and you can't just someone expect to up and change that just immediately at a whim. Is this person gonna scrub baby photos too? This is just silly. I agree. It ends up being silly, but this is a lot of times it's probably really a cry for help. I know that might sound cliche, but really it probably is because it's very difficult for a lot of people who are trans to cope with their transition, and like even the fact that mom wasn't just like immediately like thrilled and super supportive, like it was very hard for him. So I mean, there's probably just a lot going on, and the best thing to say is just that I don't think anyone's really an asshole here so much as you really need to get some fucking help, and they all need to come together as a family and find a path forward because this isn't it. Okay, good. Next one. God damn, I did it again. I did my fucking document. No, no, I don't want to do that. Come on, go to the right screen. Go to the right screen. Oh, there we go. Finally. Am I the asshole for refusing to punish or allow my wife to punish her son? Ooh, now we get a parenthood one. Went from deadbeat to the dad that's going, hey, no, don't punish the kid. Scotty era, yeah, definitely an error on my part. I have an error now. Where's the cursor? There it is. Scotty error. This all started back in March. My son's best friend turned 13. In his family, 13th birthday is a huge deal. I've heard of that before. Some families celebrate different birthdays differently. In addition to a massive party, which all four of us were invited to, his parents also took him to Disney World. Oh, well, fuck. You got to go to fucking Disney World? Yeah, he ain't kidding. That's a big deal. They invited my son to attend as well. Well, damn. Fuck. I want to be in. Dude, I've never been invited to attend. That's actually not true. I have been invited to attend Disney World. So I'm lying. But it is. That's a nice thing to be invited to do. My wife was hesitant to consent to this. She said it was unfair to allow our son to go when our 9-year-old daughter can't. Well, she wasn't invited. Especially since she loves Disney and princesses. I mean, what kid doesn't? I said that our kids won't always have the same exact opportunities, and if we set a precedent here, we'll have to stick to it. And if when our daughter gets a similar opportunity, so it's like where if she gets offered something later on in life, should we say no to that? I've never been to Disney World. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. You should go though, if you ever can. Unfortunately, not as good as it used to be because they nickel and dime you way too much. But if you ever can have the opportunity, Disneyland is pretty good too. I don't think there's anything wrong with going to Disneyland, but they're super fucking expensive. So I understand a lot of people not wanting to go to them because unless you really love theme parks, Yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of money. Um, let's see where we're at. So we would just be punishing both of our children needlessly. My wife, my life. Well, my wife. My wife reluctantly agreed that we should allow our son to go. I mean, yeah, you gotta allow him to fucking go. Come on, you got to let the fucking kid go. I gave our son money to buy his sister souvenirs. He did. And he did, and his parents even brought extra for him to give to her. It's not the same thing, but at least it was nice they thought of her. Still, when she came back wearing a Star Wars shirt with Mickey hat and trading pin lanyard, she burst into tears. So he saw him, sorry. So when she saw him come back, obviously he'd just been to Disney World. He's came back with the full experience. She can't handle it. My life lawyer said we made a huge mistake and never should have let him go. I mistakenly thought all this was behind us. Now, we are not well off financially, but my brother in law is, and he invited all of us to a beach house he rented for the summer send off. My wife told me she wants to have our son stay with my dad and take our daughter to even the score. I told my wife that isn't happening. We are their parents. We can't favor one child over the other. Well, you did. I mean, no matter how you cut this, I mean, even if it wasn't, you know, she wasn't invited, he was. You did favor the son. Not being invited to the birthday trip of a kid you barely know is no way comparable to being left out of a family vacation. I mean, I don't think that makes sense either. Shocked she would even suggest such a thing. I refused to allow it. Now my wife is angry, but I don't care. I'm not punishing my son for being lucky. Am I the asshole? Now this is a tougher one. This is definitely tough in a sense. Uh, but I look at the end of the day, if someone gets an opportunity in your family, you know, you want that your son to have that opportunity. Is it unfortunate that it was just for him? Yes. But think about it this way. If his daughter was the one invited and the son was not, as long as he would have had the same response to that, like, sorry, son, her friend just, or, you know, whoever wants her to go. So she's going. You're not going. We can't afford to send you. Then not the asshole. The wife saying that she wants to leave the son behind because he got to go. That doesn't make sense. That goes to vindictive territory. That's just being vindictive. Like, no, now because she got screwed over out of this trip and she didn't get to go, he doesn't get to have fun. Why not? Like, so they're even then because he doesn't get to go to the fucking beach house? How's that fucking work? See, it's like you're just creating a bigger problem. You're creating a bigger problem by trying to set these different standards. Like, if the wife really cared that much, then she can stop the kid from going. It's her son. I'm sending him. No, you're not. You're not fucking sending him. That's the end of it. It's not just the dad's decision. It's both parents' decision. But I don't see if I was in their shoes, I don't really see the reason not to send the kid. I mean, would it be is it unfortunate? But yeah, but if that's an opportunity that you realistically know you're probably not going to be able to provide for that child, I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you let them go to goddamn Disney World? Like it's their fucking birthday, right? I mean, yeah, you fucking go. You do that. As far as the wife, though, I mean, really, she's more of the asshole here than anybody. But we're not asking if she is. Uh to me, I would say not the asshole, but not really a great guy either. Probably not a really great decision because he let a wedge come between this and his family. And if it was that big of a deal, then maybe they should have sent the kid. But I personally would have. So I'm gonna say not the asshole. I just try for our last one, but let's see. Yeah, I think it is. It's enough of those fucking am I the asshole? They're all assholes if we think about it really. Some fucking people behaving badly in the world. You can't get behind that. All right, let's make sure. So it's called Man Caught Vandalizing Ash Cave State Park in Ohio. It's really more of a family doing it though. It's not really just like this dude doing it. I heard they have a Disney World in Tokyo as well. Yeah, I believe so. They have a Disneyland in Tokyo. Life isn't fair. That's just another very ham-fisted attempt by the mother to make it so. Yeah, life is definitely not fair. Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you there. So let's take a look at this here. Like I said, with the caveat of family caught vandalizing Ash Cave State Park in Ohio. I guess turns to violence. Don't turn to violence, guys. I vandalized the walk, Dad.
That's a really bad thing to do.
Are you kidding me?
That's a really. Are you kidding me? I've asked the same thing to you. Are you kidding me? Like you're literally like riding on a fucking rock. Like no one wants your stupid ass fucking name on a rock, bitch.
Dude,
Look at every inch of this wall.
it's like throwing a car into the river.
It's like throwing a tire. Do you understand this sandstone in like 40 years it'll be gone?
Wait. Do you understand this is Sansa? In 40 years it'll be gone. Okay. I'm dumping toxic sludge in the river. Do you realize in 3 million years this will be gone? What a ridiculous fucking argument. Like, because eventually what you've done will be the damage you've done eventually will be corrected. So, therefore, it's okay that I did this. All right. I'm fucking struggling with your logic, but
I'm not even going that deep.
40 years.
Have you ever been to Rock?
we're local. So you're locally stupid. Great.
We've been everywhere.
1881, 1857, all the way to
So
present
you
day.
just said 40
Thousands
years.
of people
It's
come from
gone.
all over the place. You can't carve
Well,
the sandstone.
That's okay. We know the danger. He's down here to Mark.
Okay.
What's your name?
No, it's none of your business. Thank you. I appreciate you not talking to me.
Your name is none of my business. I appreciate you not talking to me anymore. It's a long name. Jero. Jero, did you want to see the stupid people? Did you want to see the stupid people? Not talking about you guys, talking about these people on screen. Let's see here. Are you kidding me? How dare you come out call me out on my vandalism in this beautiful protected forest? I know. How rude of them. Audio for the video is very choppy. Ooh, okay. I can see about boosting the volume. Let's see. I think it's. I've got one of these apps that'll do it. No, I don't have a fucking reading list. Are you kidding me? I want to use it. No, I don't want to do that. All right, I must not be on this tab.
I'll stand here and talk because if I'm free to be here, you are too. It's very shameful that you're doing that and you're teaching youth to do stuff.
You're teaching the youth. How dare you teach the youth to vandalize? I mean, that actually is a pretty good point. I mean, if you teach your kids to come do this kind of shit at state or national parks, I mean, that's probably a pattern behavior that's gonna be hard to break. Is the guy trying to get a shit?
It's all a problem.
Why is it a problem to do it? Okay, so you're at a state park and you're asking, why is it a problem if I deface things in the park? Okay, why is it a problem? Because if everyone that comes to the park acts in a similar manner, it will destroy that part of the park. It'll destroy the caves. It'll destroy the natural ecosystem that is formed around these protected areas. That is why you can't just do whatever the fuck you want when you go to a fucking state park. Are you that fucking dense? And the fucking this is like American exceptionalism stupidity at its fucking. Why can't I do it? Why can't? It's like you can do it, but thinking about what you can do and what you should do are two different fucking things. Should you do it? No. Can you do it? Yes. Perfect fucking example. Can you act like a fucking idiot when you go to a state park? Yes. Should you? No. Fuck, God, how fucking stupid can you fucking be? And just so ignorant and so fucking wrong. And it's like being called out in the most polite manner possible. Like, you probably shouldn't do that. And you probably shouldn't teach your kid that. What's it to you, buddy? What's it to me? Well, I want to actually be able to enjoy this. And I want the next generation of people to be able to enjoy this. That's why. That's what it is to me. Yeah. I mean, put even more succinctly. If it's simple, if it's not yours, don't put your name on it. Right.
So you've never done it before?
No.
Oh, and you would never do it.
What? You've never done it before. This still doesn't fucking excuse it. Even if he had done it, even if he does it every other day, it's still a bad idea. It's the core of the idea. That's the stupidest fucking argument that people make. Have you ever done it? Have you ever, even if you had, does that make it right for you to do it? That doesn't.
In your life. Okay.
If
Well,
it was my
listen,
property,
obviously you guys are way better than me, and I would like to.
Yeah. I know you're being sarcastic, but yeah, they are. Because they're not coming and fucking trashing the goddamn state park.
You know, kind of make the
no,
point
we've
you
done
want.
bad shit.
You've made your point. No, the point is you shouldn't do it. That's the point. Like, that's the fucking point. You've made your point. Now move along. No, that's not the fucking point. The point is you should stop. Stop. That's the fucking point. Don't you get the point? The point is you should knock this shit off.
Things and that we've learned from, and people have maybe rebuked us, and we stop.
Why would you do that?
Are you serious? Why would you be arrested for defacing the park?
These people are just trying to do anything to absolve themselves of what they've done. We're not spray painting. We're not doing this. What? So now you're creating this artificial standard of what, like, oh, well, I'm not defacing it because my standard is different. I have a different definition of defacing. Me carving my name is not defacing it. How is it not defacing? Because eventually the stone will wear down. No one wants to see your stupid fucking name carved into it. I know it's nice to have the arrogance to think you really matter that much in the cosmos, but you don't. And you know what you should do? Hey, you know what? You're probably right. Everyone around me is giving me social cues. Hey, don't do this stupid shit. And instead of going, should I learn something from this situation? You go, fuck yeah, you're wrong. Move along, buddy.
They're not taught.
Oh my god, every bad argument. Oh, look, they dumped sludge in the rivers and they didn't get caught, so therefore it's okay, I do it too. So your argument is it's okay as long as other people have done it? So other people deface the park. So that's why it's okay. Oh, how fucking stupid can you fucking be? Spray paint can be cleaned off. What he's doing is worse. Yeah, exactly. Spray paint can actually be fucking removed. And by the way, this is, I think, I've heard of this park. It's a very beautiful park. So these people should not be doing this shit. It's totally out of fucking line. Good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear
Good job, buddy.
So, and if we want to enjoy our family trip by leaving a mark behind,
If we want to enjoy, so what? Whoa. How you slip that premise in? If we want to enjoy a family trip by defacing this beautiful park, by golly, we should be able to do it. No. Why can't you have the beautiful family trip and do everything but that? I don't give a fuck. And you know what? You picked up trash. Thank you. Good job. You want a fucking pat on the back? I'll give it to you. But don't deface the fucking park, motherfucker.
we can go back and see over and
Take a
over.
picture. Have you ever heard?
So you can come back and sit. So the arrogance of you is unbelievable as well. So you can see your stupid fucking name carved into a rock. Going there is not beautiful enough. Looking at the wonders of nature, not beautiful enough. Where's my stupid ass name carved? Right there, good. God, why? I mean, just the arrogance associated with someone with this position.
For the thing, leave no mark, leave no trace.
Leave no trace means no garbage. And then you think
God, they just can't accept any responsibility. That means no garbage. No, that's not the end all and be all of it. The end all and be all of it is not just garbage. It's don't alter the environment. That's what it means. Leave no mark. Does this guy literally think if you leave, like, you have to leave like a check mark? Like, oh, it means you can't leave a check mark. That's what it means.
you more than you carry. You take out more than you carry in. That means no garbage. Yeah, it says cargo.
No, I am on a trail.
You're within personal space. You realize, right? Get away from us.
Wait, what? You're within personal space of me, so then I'm going to push you. I guess when all else fails, right? That's the monkey brain for you. That's like our monkey brain. Or maybe the reptilian brain, or whatever. I kind of think of it as the monkey brain, though. When all else fails, just be a big dumb ape. Just be a big dumb fucking ape and go, you must break away. It's like, get away. You're in my personal space. It's like, did he touch you? No. Then you shouldn't touch him. And not to mention, even beyond that, what do you want to do? You want to call law enforcement? Then go ahead and explain to them why he was talking to you in the first place. So I guarantee you, under federal and Ohio law, what they're doing is illegal. So if they want to go report their own crime, hey, dum dum, here's a phone. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it, dum dum. You want to report yourself? Go ahead. Here you go. Some brilliant motherfuckers out there in the world. This is you broke my boomerang. So people in Australia do. So like I assume that everyone in Australia probably gets a government issued boomerang. These people are intolerable, and that's me saying that. Oh shit! I guess who else but Zane is largely viewed by most people who know them as completely intolerable. Okay, so this is probably like a severe crime in Australia. If you break someone's boomerang, it's probably equivalent of like, I don't know, like manslaughter in America.
You catching this? Yeah.
Well, the boomerang looks fine. Now you're breaking his car. Breaking the side view mirror. Now you're breaking his window, looks like.
Fucking
Wait, what? Wait, what did he say? I don't speak Australian, guys. I don't know what the fuck this dude is saying. I'm about to slow this shit down. All right. I'm gonna do it like half speed. I'm gonna go back and see what is this guy saying to him? Like I know he broke his boomerang. Oh shit, that's the moment where his hand goes through. Okay, it's not actually. Let's see it slow motion. Oh shit. I like how he fucking literally sweeps part of the glass away. Like before he goes and like let me like fucking batter or assault this guy. He's all like, "There's a piece of glass there." It's like, okay, well that's awfully nice of you. Fucks what? What fucking is this guy speaking English? The vaccine didn't for you? You broke the fucking. Did you say you broke the vaccine? What? Dude, what the fuck? What the? If that guy did that to me, I couldn't be mad at him because I don't even know what the fuck. Like, I did wrong. Like, is this guy pro-vaccine? Is he anti-vaccine? Is he like, what is he talking about? I honestly just don't even know. Like, most of these videos, I can figure out what the people are saying to some degree, but I don't know what fucking language this guy is speaking. If it's English, it's a version I'm not aware of or I'm not versed in. I guess he got out of his system. That was it. I don't even know. He just got his booster shot. He's spreading the word. Are there captions? Would they even help? Okay, I guess we can try. Right. You bothered the backstage. No. Dude, it has no idea. How you not cut his hand to shreds? That's a fucking good question. And he like palm strike the fucking like he basically just put his hand through. He literally just put his hand through the fucking glass. Which means he was hitting that fucking worst wrestling promo ever. I just don't even know what he said. Like I just honestly don't know. Like I've seen these Australian videos and these like videos from like England and shit where I'm like I struggle to understand what they say, but usually if you slow it down, you play it over and over again, you get the gist of it. I'm not convinced that guy even used the English language, or if he did, he slurred it or combined it with other words. So I don't know. I'm really at a fucking loss. But one thing I know is I would not break that guy's boomerang. If there's anything I learned from this video is you don't fuck with this guy's boomerang. That's the one thing you don't do.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. It's just gonna play it again. All right. Here's Italian nuns stop 2 women kissing during fashion shoots. But why? Can't we all just get along? This happened during a photo shoot. I guess you want to find beautiful older Asian women seeking older men. You can go there. This happened during a photo shoot for our next magazine issue, and what are you doing? What do you mean? What are they doing? They're doing a fucking photo shoot. Oh, they're kissing. It's none of your business if they kiss. The devil really. Let's offend him. Is that really offending the devil? Like, is the devil honestly offended by 2 women kissing? Like, that's a pretty lame devil, in my opinion. If the devil sees like these 2 models kissing, he's all like, "Ooh, better break that up quick." Like, what fucking devil is going to do that? Shouldn't the devil like relish in them kissing? Shouldn't the devil have a heart on? Shouldn't the devil be like, "Yeah, this is great"? This fucking stodgy fucking 5 foot tall nun shows up like, "No, this man." Like, what is it your business? What do you fucking care? Oh, because of some ancient religious text? Like, well, I mean, that's not a very good reason. That's not a fucking very good reason at all, in my opinion. Let's see. What we got next? Oh, ooh, that's some advice next. Some different advice. No. There we go. Help! Help! Woman broke up with me the moment she saw my apartment. Oh shit. My devil is way cooler than her. Yeah, dude, her devil is fucking lame as shit, dude. She hasn't been kissed. Yeah, Methinkest thou doth protest too much on that front. Let's be honest. If you're trying to break up people kissing, it's because you probably want to be doing it yourself. Wouldn't offending the devil be a good thing? Right, you would think so. You would think under that religious belief that yeah, it would be exactly what you want. Ooh, this one though. I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, the guy's kind of figured out his dilemma. I mean, and it's inserted into the premise of why you even click on this. She said she wanted authenticity, but I guess she didn't like it. Oh shit. Okay, now look, there's a lot of caveats to this fucking shit though. Is it because your apartment is like a dump? Is it your apartment really dirty? Are there cockroaches running around? Is it just a socioeconomic thing? So your apartment's not good enough. I mean, there's reasons I could think could be understandable, and there's reasons I think could be unreasonable. But I mean, I love to speculate, even though I have the information in front of me. Why actually look at it when you can needlessly speculate? Dear Prudence, I'm feeling really blindsided by a recent breakup of sorts. And of course, you have to state your sex and your age. Male, 25. Met a woman, Betty, on a dating app about 2 months ago. Wow, dude, you're fucking in the minority on that one. If you go on Reddit and these other sites, apparently dudes never get dates on dating apps. Just telling you what I've seen. And we went on several dates over the course of a month. Through our conversations, we talked a lot about authenticity and honesty in relationships. I mean, of course, everyone's going to say that. What do you expect someone's going to say on a date with you? Yeah, my last relationship ended pretty terribly. I lied through my teeth. I was never honest, never sincere about a thing. And by golly, I just didn't have any sort of real authenticity. I was just totally fake, non-genuine as possible. And I just can't, there's not even a bit of authenticity to me. And of course, everyone's going to say that they fucking like that shit. So just like to play games. Everyone likes to play games. Don't lie. Everyone likes to play games. Don't pretend you don't. That's how you know someone's lying. Oh, I would never lie. Yeah, you just lied right there. We'd done 4 or 5 dates before she invited me to her place, where she cooked a fantastic meal and I spent the night. I mean, it sounds pretty promising so far. Offered to host our next date, suggested pizza and board games, and she enthusiastically agreed. Okay, that sounds even better. It's like you do a much lazier, like I'll order a bunch of pizza and some board games. But hey, it worked. Or I guess it didn't. On the day of that date, she texted me to confirm the time and said she was really looking forward to it. I was too. I was going to ask her to be my girlfriend. Oh shit. Oh shit. It was like, girl, we gotta be exclusive. Me and you, that's it. When she arrived, she seemed off and uncomfortable. Oh shit. That's never a good sign. I was hoping it was just nerves and was trying to make conversation. After only about 10 minutes, she abruptly got up and said this wasn't going to work out and that she'd be leaving now and wished me the best. Well, you gotta hand it to her. I mean, she didn't bullshit. She's like, nope, this isn't gonna work. See ya. Hey, John Luke, how dare you? How dare you, John Luke? Let's see. Wish me the best. I asked her what was wrong. She said, well, honestly, it doesn't seem like you're ready for guests. And gestured around my apartment. Admittedly, I don't prioritize chores. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Oh, no. The hammer just got dropped. I don't prioritize chores, but I did make an effort. I cleared off the kitchen table and made sure there was space for us to play games and have a couple of plates out. No. Oh no, dude. Oh no, man. Like, oh. Oh wow. Like this is a monumental fucking error. It's like there's this is monumentally stupid. Dude, there's no way. You're basically saying like you cleared out a fucking space from your probably dirty ass house and was like, this is acceptable because to you that's making an effort. What she probably saw was you're a fucking slob and there was shit everywhere and you weren't taking care of the place how you should or how she wants it to be taken care of at least. I mean, if it's fine for you, hey, it's your life. Live it how you want. You want to live in a dirty ass house? That's up to you, baby. But you can't expect everyone to share that belief with you, and especially if you're trying to get to know someone like that. I guess it's good that it was honest. I will say that that's a positive thing. It was an honest assessment of you as a person because you barely cleaned it. You know, like you basically like it even says it. I cleared off the kitchen table and made sure there was space for us to play games and have a couple of plates out. It's like you cleared off a fucking table, dude. You want a goddamn fucking award? I mean, as a bachelor, what do you expect? I expect if he wants to impress this woman that he should put a lot more effort into it. That's what I expect. And it ended in failure for him. So I think my method would have been better, which is clean up your fucking house. Even if you're not that kind of person, if that's what you think this person's gonna want. And look, remember, like if you didn't know anything about her, that's one thing. He went to her house. Her house is probably fucking spotless. If you think someone keeps their house spotlessly clean, that they're gonna want to go to your dirty house, that's probably not gonna work. Now, if her house was more like, yeah, whatever. There's shit. There's some dishes in the sink. You know, she's a lot more lax. Then it probably wouldn't have mattered. But in this case, it does. But yeah, I mean, fair point. Not everyone's gonna have to do that, and they're not gonna want to do that. Like I said, I don't think they should have to. But there's also consequences when you don't do things that people expect in a relationship. I thought she wanted to get to know me, so I wasn't worried about the rest. I mean, how does that work, dude? She's not gonna be like. That's basically a bad first impression of your home life, is what that is. Yeah, like I mean, come on, like she wasn't. So I wasn't worried about the rest. That means you were just lazy. And what that said to her was, I'm so fucking lazy with this that I'm not even gonna put the effort in to clean this house up. Because you probably could have been a slob later on down the road if we're being honest, and she wouldn't have given a shit. But she saw a giant mess and was like, if I get with this dude, I'm gonna be cleaning up this guy's shit. And that's a prospect that not a lot of people are gonna like relish. Like, oh, I have to do more fucking housework for somebody else. Like, oh yeah, sign me up. I was honestly shocked that she didn't say she wanted to get to know the real me. Oh, so I mean, come on, dude. The real, even if she means you as a person, not the fucking trash heap, dude. Like there's a difference there. like you can't fall back on like she wants to know the real me and the real me is messy. Like, sure. You can go with that, but that's a stupid thing to go with. You should probably clean your shit up before you meet somebody. Come on. I texted her a few days later and told her how confused I was about that night. She texted back that she was thankful for the date because I was honest and authentic, like I said, with her, but authenticity doesn't replace basic manners. I mean, dude, how can you really whine? She was upfront with you. You know, you got the fucking basically the truth. It's like you didn't clean up this fucking house. I'm not impressed with that. And I have very high standards as a person. And if that's a deal breaker, that's a deal breaker. What do women actually want? That's kind of an absurd thing. That's an absurd question to ask because everyone's different. People have different wants and needs. Saying, what do women want? What do men want? What does anyone want? You have to ask them. You don't know. Based on gender, you can't know what someone wants. So you're a whiny baby and grow the fuck up and clean up your shit. That's what you gotta do. I'm normally more charitable, but that's absurdly stupid. Help! I want to betray my friend's last dying wish and get rid of her spoiled dogs. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up, dude. Like that's a movie thing, right? Someone's dying wish. Now, I've heard of people made dying wishes before that I've actually known as people. But for the most part, that's like almost to me like that's not something people really do for the most part. Like my dying wish It sounds really manipulative thing to do. It sounds like an incredibly manipulative thing to do to somebody. Like, my dying wish is you do this thing. But his friend's dying wish. Please take care of little Fluffkins. Please. It's the last thing I ask of you before I depart this world. Make sure he is taken care of. It's like, come on, dude. How can you even consider this? Tired of Shih Tzu. Oh, it's a Shih Tzu? Well, that's a different story. That's a fucking different story altogether. A few years ago, my wealthy, eccentric friend asked if I'd be willing to be the guardian of her 3 spoiled Shih Tzus if anything ever happened to her. I laughed and said, sure. Well, my friend must have been psychic because she recently passed away from an aggressive form of cancer. Dude, she had sure bets on that one. She fucking definitely edged her fucking bets on that one. She's like, you'll watch them, won't you? Oh, sure. You're going to live many years yet, though. Many, many years yet. Will your dying wish be? Oh, God. I don't even know. When I think of a dying wish, I've got it. I don't want to die. There you go. It's my dying wish. Don't let me die. Then when you fail, it's like, you've always let me down. We both know that I was let down. So there you go. So her old, wealthy, eccentric friend dies of cancer. I'm surprised to find myself in the will as the new owner of 3 dogs, of the dogs. Plus the hefty trust for their care. The remainder of which will pay out to me once they're gone, if they're still in my care. Wait, and this dude, he sounds like a real piece of shit now. It could potentially be enough to pay off my student loans. Okay, so this could set you way ahead financially. The only problem is that I hate these dogs. I am not a little yappy dog kind of person. They have stupid names: Blanche, Dorothy, and Rose. Oh, the Golden Girls. Okay. That I am embarrassed to share at the dog park. They are not well trained. In the past month alone, they have stolen the piece of Amish-made pie my sister brought for me from the country. Peed on my date's shoes just as they were heating up, just as things were heating up. Oh shit, he did not call again. Oh damn, these are like fucking stereotypical movie dogs. Like the dogs, like literally, like, guy's got a hot date, or she's got a hot date, excuse me, and the dogs like run up and like piss all over her fucking date's shoes. Like, what the hell? It's fucking mutts. I'm out of here. I mean, this sounds like the plot to a bad movie. I've got to be honest with you. They eat an Amish-made pie, ingested a shoelace, requiring costly surgery, the trust paid, but I still had to take time off work and administer meds to an unhappy dog. Some days I'm ready to give up the money and call a rescue, but I feel obligated to follow through with this promise. My friend even wrote me a lovely letter about how she felt at peace knowing her golden girls, right, would be well cared for. I also suspect that if I gave them up, they'll end up going to different homes, and I feel guilty because they're really bonded. Other days, I feel like finding them good homes would be enough to fulfill the promise, but the potential money makes me pause. These dogs could easily live for another 5+ years. What should I do? This dude's gonna fucking. Oh my god. It's horrible to say and it's horrible to think. This dude's gonna fucking throw these dogs into a river. I'm gonna hate to say it because I love animals, but that's probably what's gonna end up happening. Because he wants the money badly enough. But he's like, oh, they're gonna live a lot longer. I mean, something's gonna happen to these dogs. Or like the best case scenario, the first sign of trouble, like they're getting put down. Oh, something wrong with them? Better put them down, huh? Well, no, they could live. There's several treatment options. Nope. No, you know what? Dorothy lived a real good life. She's always been my little golden girl, but yeah, got to go ahead and make that tough decision to euthanize. We're not even recommending at this point, sir. No. Don't try to talk me out of it. I don't. The quality of life is not there anymore. Like, you're gonna have one of those pet owners. But you do. I mean, you're just you're fucking blanket and naked avarice, dude. It's just coming out. Just admit you're a greedy fuck. Just admit you're a greedy fuck. That you took the dogs because you want the money. Like, how is that? Why is that so difficult to admit? Like, it's like you flirt with that, but it's like just fucking admit you just did it for the money. And there's 3 stupid little fucking dogs. You already agreed to take care of them, then fucking do it. You're probably still gonna get a shit ton of money anyways, because you guess what? At one point they're gonna fucking die, and whatever then you can fucking move on with your life. If you agreed to fucking take them, and I get a fucking hefty trust. I mean, that's another thing too. Like, this woman actually set aside money to take care of these little motherfuckers. It's one thing. It's fucking one thing to just say, "Hey, inherit my dogs, take care of them, blah blah blah." It's like, oh shit, well, I'm gonna have to pay you thousands of dollars to take care of these dogs. Sure, he took care of that shit. Send them to send them to their original owner. Oh, whoa, damn. I guess we know how this guy would deal with them. And of course, the right thing to do could be blah blah blah. I don't care about their opinion. All I care about is my opinion. So much time we got left. So I'm head out of here after 8 o'clock, but let me see if I want to read one of these ones. Question: It's weird she cared so much, honestly. So I look Asian. Chinese seems to be the go-to assumption. I'm not. I'm of Irish descent, but I have a double eyelid fold and black hair, so I guess this is fine. Is slightly awkward most time. I don't care if random strangers get my ethnicity wrong. How do I correct people? I get to know a bit better though. I always feel a bit weirdly racist, as if I'm going to say to them, "How dare you, Chinese?" The furthest thing from it, or not being blunt enough, and people still elaborate under a misapprehension. I mean, I've obviously been telling people for years there isn't a massive but very specific conspiracy to unfold. I just have a second. I just had a weird second date with a woman who was really angry. I wasn't Chinese, neither was she, and accused me of catfishing her. Oh shit! It was a bit unpleasant exchange, so it's just on my mind. And yes, there are Chinese people in Ireland, but my sister, who has the same eyelids, did one of his ancestry tests, and we are very white people. Oh shit, dude. So everyone assumes that these people are Chinese because they basically don't know any better. And it's like, how do you correct them? It's like, I don't really know if you can. I don't really know if you can make someone not just be stupid and not make assumptions about you. I really don't think that's possible. You know what I mean? I just don't really see how you can take away someone's preconceived notion of you. You know, besides drastically changing your appearance. I guess if you had surgery to change the way your eyes looked, maybe that would work, but that seems pretty extreme. Of course, I'm sure they have some practical advice, but fuck that. So the last thing I have for you guys is some pissed off rock stars. So Kid Cudi gets hit in the face and walks off early. What's he so mad about? What a dick.
Yo, I will walk off the stage. If y'all throw one more fucking thing up here, I will leave. I will leave.
Dude, that's one thing about any fucking artist that I've seen consistently across genres is that if you start throwing shit at them, like, it's not like professional wrestling. Like, they don't get, like, dude, back in the day, like, you could throw all kinds of shit in the fucking ring. No one would give a shit. But performers like this, rappers, rock stars, this is the easiest way to get them to just go, fuck this shit. I ain't fucking putting up with this. And there's no way to really stop it either, because I mean, these crowds are so large. Like, if someone has a decent enough arm, they're gonna be able to fucking hit you with something.
Right now, throw one more fucking thing on the stage. I will walk off. I'm not fucking playing. I'm
Not playing?
I will fucking leave. If I get hit with one more fucking thing, if I see one more fucking thing on this fucking stage, I'm leaving.
Trolls coming.
So fuck it.
Yep. Yep. You knew it. Come back, bro. Dude, you can't. There's always a fucking moron, dude. If you have a large crowd of people, if like I don't know what it is, and you tell them don't do something, there's gonna be some idiot's gonna do it. So literally, he ruined the concert, or she. I don't know. Obviously, we can't see through the fucking second thing. Ruined the concert for everybody just to throw something to be that person, dude. I'm not an advocate of mob violence, but if I paid a bunch of money to see a concert, that was my favorite artist, and some idiot next to me did that, I'd probably kick the shit out of them. Like, I'd be livid. Dude, not to mention, like, in a situation like this, you're fucking standing around probably for like 8 to 10 hours. So you're fucking tired. It's probably outside, so it's hot. You've been waiting for this all fucking night. You know, this guy's the fucking headliner. And some idiot's like, let me do something. And then it's like, I'm done. Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't blame you either, dude. You can't fucking throw shit at people. And performance had to stand behind glass now. I don't know, dude. I don't think most people do this kind of shit. There's always idiots in crowds that'll try to fucking. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a thrill of like, oh, I'm inserting myself as something important in this event, even though I'm just. Let's be honest, I'm another spectator. I don't really matter. I had to pull the Nickelback one. I mean, I've seen this so many times, but it never gets old.
Have we got any Nickelback fans in Portugal?
No. No.
Are you sure? Up to you. You guys want to hear some rock and roll, or you want to go?
I think they're making the answer clear, dude. I don't think they want to see you.
Oh. Yeah.
I always dude, this gets me every time, dude. I always just love seeing Nickelback going, oh, what the fuck? I don't even hate Nickelback that much. I'm not a fan of theirs, but I saved the best for last, guys. Aaron Lewis. Now this is a brave patriot right here, guys. This is a real American. Hey, quiet. This is a real American. This guy stands up for the red, white, and blue. Never let you down. Aaron Lewis here. And he storms off stage due to a noisy crowd. I mean, I can't believe that. A noisy crowd? Doesn't everyone know when you go to a rock concert or a concert of any kind, you're supposed to be quiet? It's a rock concert. Oh, okay. Keep it down. Yeah, keep it down here at the rock concert, guys. This is when people cut loose, dude. Why the fuck would they go to your concert to be fucking quiet as little church mice? It's like, it's supposed to be fucking loud, dude. That's why people go to rock shows. Why people go to fucking concerts. At this point, I think he's doing country or whatever. But still, it's like, dude, you need everyone to be quiet, or you can't fucking do your job. Like that. What does that even matter? You know what I mean? Like, why should that even matter to you? Like, haven't you been in huge venues filled to the brim with fucking people? Like, shut the fuck up. It's not like your job is not to police everyone around you, even if you are the fucking act.
Shut the fuck up!
You should shut the fuck up, Aaron Lewis. God, please, your music is horrible. Like, you're doing, like, honestly, I think that's what it is. I think he realizes his music is just dog shit. He just doesn't want to play it. He doesn't. It's just another night. Like he said, his breaking point. It's like, you know what? This shit fucking sucks. I used to be a big fucking rock star with my fucking shitty band Stain. Now I'm playing this fucking smaller venue. These assholes don't care. They won't shut the fuck up. They want you to shut the fuck up, dude, because you suck. Quiet, crowd. Quiet. It's too loud here. Please listen to me. Though I'm getting it now. I'm seeing the look in his eyes. Like he's expecting this level of respect for this song. He's really expecting everyone around him to drop everything and just watch him in awe, like, oh, what is he playing? Oh, yes. Like a hush falls over the crowd. He's about to perform some amazing miracle or magic trick. It's like, dude, you're fucking playing 2 fucking chords on a guitar. Won't this crowd be fucking quiet?
Let him play.
Let him play. Dude, it's like, there's like a scene in a movie, right? There's a scene in the movie where like the band that, has to prove themselves, like they're the new band. They're at a fucking club or whatever, and they gotta fucking go out there and really play because no one knows them, right? They gotta prove themselves. The hostile crowd. They have to win the crowd over. There's a bar like, play, you guys suck. But the fucking band plays and wins the crowd over, right? This is a case of like, just do your fucking song and win this crowd over. Or just fight with this crowd, but fucking do it the way like a performer should. By fucking barreling ahead and saying, fuck them. Like turn the fucking house lights off and fucking just go into your set. So he's like, you guys just stop, please. Guys. Cause you're just like, I mean, come on. I'm trying to play here. You pay attention to me. He's a big fucking baby. Right, just go play.
Listen, I'm fucking good. I don't have to do this.
Right. You're right. Just stop. You're right. I'm good. I don't have to do this. You don't? Then walk off the stage. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Right? That's how it goes. Sounds like coffee house music. Ugh. Unfortunately, I would say that's right. I think he does like Aaron Lewis at this point does a bunch of like patriotic fucking country crap. I learned 2 chords. Shut up and listen to them. Yeah, exactly. Stop sounding like a fucking shaved ape and do something, bro. No, come back. No, don't come back.
Listen, if you don't shut the fuck up, you can't even hear the guitar. So shut up. I've got 3 more fucking minutes.
I guess they don't want to hear it then, bro.
3. Can you please, for once, through the whole fucking evening, you guys have talked all fucking night. Shut the fuck up.
What? Well, Aaron, why do you think that is? You've talked the whole fucking night because they are bored with your set. Because they don't care. They're not interested in it. Sorry. I don't want to fucking tell you. But that's the reality. The reality is they don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. Taylor, did you do like a line of Coke or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
I'm finishing the show up.
That's awesome. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Love you.
I'm sad I didn't get to do it, but I felt like
Yeah. You had to get better, Taylor. I guess Taylor did some cocaine.
Up, or I'm done.
I'm done.
Puff, puff, give.
Puff, puff. Oh, dude, they're mad. You know what? Aaron Lewis has been holding out this whole fucking time. He's like, what, bro? It's my fucking stash, man. Yeah, it's true, man. You should give your fans drugs. I mean, seriously, like, why the fuck not? Quiet.
It's so fucking ironic that this fucking song is a thank you. And I can't get you to shut the fuck up to hear it.
Just play the song, dude. Like, why is he so obsessed with controlling his audience? Like, it's just a degree of narcissism here that is just off the charts. Of like, this is supposed to be a thank you to you, but the irony is like, maybe you shouldn't be thanking them then. Maybe you shouldn't be thanking this fucking crowd, dude. Why are you? If it's a thank you song and you're bitching about how they've been as an audience all night, maybe it should be a fuck you song. Maybe you should have a fuck you audience song. You ever think of that, bro? You ever think that far ahead? Like, what if like my set sucks and people don't like it? Like, then maybe you should have a fuck you song to them. This song sucks, and I won't sing it. Come on, sing it.
Thank you to the people in my life for putting up with me.
That's how you know Aaron Lewis is a shitty person. Literally, thank you to the people in my life for putting up with me. Aaron Lewis is an unforgivable prick. I had to sneeze. He is an unquestionable prick. I mean, look at the way he reacts with his fans, people that paid to see him. And his song like, thank you for fucking putting up with what a fucking piece of fucking human garbage that I am. He's a fucking asshole. Oh, that's a good song. That's a way better song. I'd rather listen to that any day of the fucking week, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? What fucking show Aaron Lewis is, dude. I've just never seen such a big ass whiny baby. And maybe Axl Rose. Yeah, Axl Rose probably. But there's very few rock stars that could really match. I guess he's a country star now or whatever. No. Want to hear that terrible song? Oh, the thing. Thank you for putting up with me. Dude. I actually want to look up the lyrics to that song now. Before I go. That's probably the last thing I'm going to fucking do. Aaron Lewis, thank you. This is a video of when he actually got to perform it.
All right, so for real.
Okay, does it have the lyrics? All right, whatever. I'll just share it with you guys. Okay, let's see here. No. Boom. So this is him actually playing the song.
This is last shot here.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna record it.
So is that same douchebag look even at a different fucking venue that he's doing that? I guess he's doing this at Choctaw Casino in Oklahoma, Pocola, Oklahoma. So it's an Indian casino.
You get it now?
Yeah.
Get it now? God, what a
Why you have to be quiet?
Oh my god, dude, he's doing it again. He's doing this fucking shit again. Are you for fucking real? I guess he actually plays it this time though. You gotta be really quiet, guys.
Thank you to the people in my life.
Oh dear, my fans cheer for me.
Putting up with me.
You're thanking me for putting up with this shitty ass fucking song, dude.
Thank you for the time you sacrificed, all on account of me.
Garbage. Complete fucking garbage, dude. Where it's like he just wants a bunch of little fucking simps to sit there and go, quiet, guys. Shh. Guys, quiet. And you're just he's thanking us, guys. He's fucking thanking us.
For all the times I didn't say.
Oh my god, the spit come out of his mouth. Quiet! Shut up! Too loud during my song!
The times I didn't say.
This audience honestly sounds just as loud as the other one. This guy's a fucking egotistical maniac, dude. 100%. Oh shit, guys. Well, it's 8:01. I've got to run. But this has been another edition of You're Wrong. Probably doing a public one of these very soon. But of course, always gonna do you guys a Patreon one every month. So thanks for joining me, guys. I do appreciate it. And remember, if you think you're right, you're wrong!